Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Tina. And happy Friday to everyone. For the benefit of the replay, this is live on Friday, it's Friday. Is it Friday? I think it's Friday, the 21st of 2025. And I am Dean the Turkey Legster, and I just came out to this park here, Lake Mills Park, that I've been to before. There's actually, I went ahead and went live anyway, but there's quite a few people here actually enjoying the park, and so I'm not starting by the lake, but I'm over here on the kind of the front end of the park, just enjoying the trees. And this is not a huge park, but this was kind of the one end of the park where there wasn't any people, or there weren't any people. K Wilby, hello. Today is beautiful, actually. There's no clouds. It's beautiful, clear. I think we had a cool front come through. Our high is only like upper 60s, I think. And then we go up to the like the 70s and around 80, I think, for next week. But I just wanted to go live. I wanted to come out, wanted to leave the house and do a stream from somewhere. And I don't know. I've been trying to get over a cold. If I sound weird, that's why. Because I'm trying to get over a cold. It just seems to be lingering. I've had it since last week on Tuesday, so about a week and a half. I feel like I'm starting to get better, possibly, but I don't know. But I needed to get out of the house. I'm going to the grocery store after this, because I need groceries. Dave Stragan, welcome in. Happy Friday. So I'm gonna walk around here. They've got this nice this thing you walk down. Boardwalk. They've got a boardwalk. So we'll walk down there. We'll take a look at the lake. Like I said, there are several people here, quite a few people here, enjoying the park. And if I have an open table down by the lake, that's where we'll wrap up the stream. But I'm not gonna go live for super long, but I did want to go live, because I haven't been live for my Let's Talk Turkey or Once Upon a Turkey Leg last week or this week. And in case you guys are wondering where the heck Dean is, why isn't he streaming, it's really because I was fighting a cold, and I am 100% gonna be back on Tuesday and next week for my regular streams. There is possibility I will be live on Wednesday from down in Disney, we'll see how I'm feeling. But I will talk about that on Tuesday if I am indeed doing that. I want to do a stream of watching Happily Ever After from the Polynesian. And I've actually got the stream set up. It's unlisted. I just have to, once I know for sure when I'm going, I'm gonna, tweak the date and time, and then I'll make that public, and then you'll see the stream. But I'm leaning towards next Thursday or next week on Wednesday. But again, I'll keep you guys updated for that. But when I got sick last week on Tuesday, I was planning to do that. And I woke up and I wasn't feeling well. And I had to actually stay home from Disney and just rest because I was starting to get sick. So getting sick anyway, is terrible. But when you have to give up a day at Disney, that just kind of made it more of a bummer. So give me 1 second, guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get up, and we can stroll around. And we'll just do a little stroll around here. If I go quiet all of a sudden, because I'll probably be talking and walking, if I go quiet all of a sudden and put the camera off to the side, probably means I'm going past people, and I'm trying to be a little, considerate and discreet. So just a heads up. But yeah, let's take a stroll around Lake Mills Park, and we'll see what we see. I think that's my new phrase. We'll see what we see. Because I know you guys don't want to just look at the same trees and grass for a whole stream. There's a pavilion over here, a picnic pavilion. I want to start by taking a peek over here. There is a gopher tortoise habitat. And I don't see a tortoise out. But here is the home. Here it is. Hi, Mr. Tortoise. Hope you're having a great day. Look at that. Absolutely zero clouds up there. So over to my left, they have there is a playground. There's a bunch of kids over there. Well, not a bunch. There's actually, yeah, there's maybe 4 or 5 over there. We're gonna walk through the trees over here. So hopefully you are having a nice Friday. Hopefully I don't sound too bad. I just felt like going live and talking, even though I know I just kind of sound kind of blech. Normally, I start by the lake. I suppose I could have. They were just, some people got here around the same time I did, and they all went that way at first. So I went towards over here. So we kind of cut through the trees and we're coming over here. We're going to swing around the boardwalk, go down the boardwalk. Yeah. To be honest, the way I sound is the bulk of the symptoms I've still got. I don't feel like, well, I've got a cough. That was really bad the last day or two. It's not as bad today. But yeah. But I needed to get out and some sunshine and fresh air, and it was a sin to stay home. It really was. So, and I wanted to go live, even though I sound like crap. And if I'm still kind of like this on Tuesday, it may not be a long stream. Let's talk turkey. I don't really have an official subject or theme, you know. But I'm still going to go live for maybe, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Alright, here's the boardwalk. I'm going to be quiet actually and let my voice rest, unless there is something of note. So I'll see you when we get to the other side. So enjoy the stroll, guys. This is so peaceful. So nice. And we are nearing the other side where the lake is. Such a nice little stroll. Excuse me. Here's the lake. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Hey Jennifer, how are you? I am here walking at this park here where I come to a lot. Lake Mills. Just had to get out and get some fresh air this afternoon. And enjoy the beautiful day that we are having. Here's this little bridge. It is pretty. I love coming here. When I came, oh, look at this guy right here. Little egret. Oh, there he goes. He didn't want to be on YouTube. Oh well. There it is. There is the Lake Mills. Love this view. Love this view. You can see down in the water. Here, I don't see any little fish swimming around right now. Oh, there's some tiny fish over here. Really, like the really tiny fish. I don't know if you can tell those there, but sometimes there's larger fish. Alright, so I'm going to be continuing here. Yeah, Jennifer, there's a few places actually. I can't think of them, but I mean, generally speaking, I think any of the resorts aren't that people-y. I know there's a path between Disney Springs and like going along the waterway where you take the boats over to those resorts, the Port Orleans and the Old Key West. I know there's a walkway. Excuse me, around, along there. I know. Yeah, like what Jordan said. Yeah, the Seven Seas Lagoon now with the new Polynesian DVC thing open. You can actually walk from TTC all the way over to the Magic Kingdom, and then over to the Contemporary. It's not quite as not people-y as here, but that is an option. I hear an owl. There's definitely an owl here today. But yeah, there are places. And I just heard it again. There's an owl. Pardon me, I'm looking up in the trees. See if I see this owl. If I see it, I will show you. He just needs to hoot again. Let off his hoot. In the meantime, here are trees. While we're here, I'd like to point out a couple of my favorites. Hi Jerry, happy Hatbot Ghost. Welcome in. And those were my little homage to the Jungle Cruise. I don't see the owl though. I'm looking. Anyway. Yeah. So I'm going to walk over here. There's a bike here. I don't know if there's someone on the dock over here. I don't want to disturb them. I feel like there is. So I'm going to walk over here. Over to the left is where the playground area is. I have a feeling there will be some people over here that I'll need to walk past. Hopefully my table is open. Normally there's not that many people here, but I think it's because it is spring break. And I do think that is why. Yeah, I don't actually see too many people over here. I don't see anybody. Haha, I scared them all away. They saw this face and they ran. They said, Dean's coming. Oh my gosh, we can't handle it. Let's go. All right. I think we will just sit on the bench over here. This last little bench. And then you can see across the lake, all across the lake, the big panoramic view right there. Look at that. And all right, guys. There's no one else here. They've got a couple of benches here, bunch of tables. There's a guy over in a hammock that I didn't see. Oh, look at this guy. Hello. Whoa. Take off. Well, Jennifer, I would love to like go down to Disney and like do some walks like around some of the resorts. I've been kind of aiming to do that. The one resort, I mean, there's there's several resorts that I have not that I have not been to, but the one that's at the top of my list is the Coronado Springs. But I need to go back and visit the All-Star resorts. I mean, I love the Epcot Resorts area, the boardwalk and the beach club, yacht club. I want to go back there. I've only been there maybe a few times. Over to Wilderness Lodge. What'd Jennifer say? In a traffic jam on Turnpike. Oh, yeah. It is spring break. Like Tina said. Excuse me. It's a beautiful day. It's Friday. I mean, everyone else probably going to Disney too. Yeah, I've seen some videos of it, Jordan, but I definitely want to go visit. Hi, Mandy Adams. Hello. So, I've been on this saga. Of trying to find a like a microphone, a lapel mic, and to stream with, and with a windscreen. And I ended up last week ordering some off of Amazon. So I just need to test them. But they seem promising. They all had some pretty good reviews on Amazon, and they are wireless. The one downside to a wireless mic is that it's or any external microphone, is that it's one more thing to bring with me when I'm taking to go stream. But I probably limit it to using it at windy spots, like if I was here on a windy day. It's not that, it's really calm right now, but here possibly, I don't think would be windy everywhere in this park. But at the beach, I know the beach is probably the top place I would use the mic with the windscreen. And I will, Jennifer. I want to. So I was talking earlier in the stream. I'm going to actually planning to be down at Disney next Wednesday, and streaming the fireworks from the Polynesian. And I'll bring the mic with me. I don't know if I'm gonna need it, but around the Seven Seas Lagoon is I'm sure it can be breezy. I just haven't been there in a while. I don't remember, but I'm sure it is. So speaking of that walk, I'll probably be doing some of that walking around the resorts. I want to go see the Easter eggs over at the Grand Floridian. Do some monorail riding and stuff. So I'll be down there, late morning, midday. Of course, wishing I could get into the Magic Kingdom. They really need to start selling turkey legs at the resorts. But, yeah, it would be a great test. So I don't know if I do a second stream like during the afternoon. That would be a beautiful stream, a good walk around. Probably from the in the area, but Regina, hello. Welcome in. Just chatting here. Had to get out of the house. I had to get some fresh air. No worries, Tina. I know you've got things come up and you gotta step away. See this duck out here? Or some other bird. I don't know if it's a duck. Oh, he went under. He went under to get something. Oh, there he is. You see? But I'm glad I left the house because I needed to get out. Needed to get fresh air. Oh, you tapped on something. I do that all the time. I tap on stuff. Regina, we are at a little it's a county park called Lake Mills Park, and it's about 20 or so minutes from my house. And I love coming here. It's peaceful. It's a nice. I walk down there. There's a boardwalk. I did that earlier in the stream. So there's a pretty boardwalk, and behind me there's a playground. They have a couple different picnic pavilions, and they have a pathway that goes all the way around. That's actually a nice, kind of a little walk around. So it's not huge, but it's not tiny. But yeah, this is one of my spots that I just love coming to. It's a little more people-y today. But I think that's just because it's spring break, and even then it's not like crazy. It's not terrible. While I'm live, I would kind of, I guess you call this a prayer request. Just general. About a month or so ago, my grandma started to have some issues, and it seemed like she was more on the decline at that point. She's 92, and she just kind of had a couple of bad, rough days. She was unresponsive. She wasn't eating very well, and she kind of stabilized, mostly. But we heard this morning that she, again, is not having, a good day, I guess. That appears that, she's just continuing to decline. So it's, you don't know, obviously, but, you don't know when, you're going to lose someone, but there are signs that it's, possible, and whenever it is, it's all, it's all God's plan. Thank you, Jordan. Yeah, thank you, Tina. Yeah, so, I know it's going to be really rough when it does happen, but, I, as much as possible, have been kind of preparing myself. It's kind of one of those, probably one of the biggest scams emotionally, is preparing yourself to lose someone. But, but yeah, just, like I said, she's 92, and, her husband, my grandpa, passed away even, when I was either before I was born or when I was like only a few months old. So I didn't even meet, that grandpa, hit her, on that side. So, she's been living life on, living a really good life. She's had 7 kids, one of which was my mom. Grandchildren, great-grandchildren. she did some traveling in her younger days. She um just a great life, you know. And so yeah, um the goodbye is gonna stink whenever that happens. Again, she may be with us for a while longer, but you know, it's she had a good life. That's true, Jennifer. Yeah. But anyway, just I would appreciate the prayers, you know, as we just kind of face this as a family, you know, my siblings, my mom, my aunts and uncles, you know, um whenever it happens, you know, it'll be they'll be definite um definitely hard. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of mention that. I'm not going to harp on it on really future streams. I think I wanted to my goal on this stream was to wait till I got to, you know, the lake here and kind of have a scene like this to kind of throw that out to you guys, and would appreciate the prayers as we kind of go into this chapter. But hey, Jason, happy Friday. Yeah, that's a good point, Jordan. You know, there's memories. You know, we had the pleasure of her living at our house, at my parents' house, for about 4 or 5 years before she went into the memory care place where she is at now. And then just because of the you know, she got to a point where she needed another level of care that we couldn't provide just living at the house. And so she's getting great care where she's at. But anyway, we had that pleasure of her living at the house, enjoying meals with us, going places, going to church, and going on. There was a couple of family vacations. And Monorail Molly, Jen, hello, happy Friday, welcome in. But you know, similarly, you know, we've got all those memories too with my dad. You know, he passed away, you know, a few years ago, and that was, you know, a super bombshell, totally unexpected. But you know, we've got a whole years of memory with my dad, vacations and just family moments and just him as a person, and you know, so you hold on to the memories and you cherish the moments with your loved ones while you have them. And you know, when they are no longer with us physically, they don't really leave you, you know, period, because of all your years of memories and the lessons and the stories. She is, Jordan. She is. But, yeah. Well, guys, I have really enjoyed this time with you, hanging out here at the lake. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream, and I think I'm going to grab a short, couple of YouTube shorts, so look for those up on the channel. This is such a beautiful day, picture perfect. So, thank you guys for popping in and watching me, even though I sound terrible. So just pray also for me that I will continue to recover from this cold. So I really just need it to clear up already, and but yeah, y'all make sure to bop the like button if you haven't. If you're catching this on the replay, let me know in the comments. If you have not subscribed and you are watching this, I definitely invite you to subscribe. I am inching ever so closely to 700 subscribers. I'm about 13, 14 away. I had hoped to reach there by my birthday, which is on April 6th. But I don't know if I'm gonna get there. But anyway, my numbers will take care of themselves when they'll do what they do. I'm not gonna stress about it, but thank you all watching. Having any viewers and subscribers is just so astounding. When I started the channel, it was just kind of let me try this and see what happens. And, streaming what I stream, and 686. Yeah, 686. So if I can get 14, if I can find 14 people, yeah, would be great. But, whenever I get there, then on to 800 and 900 and 1,000. But alright, guys, I'm going to let you enjoy this view for just a few more seconds, maybe another minute. Hi, Gloria. Thank you. And then I'll sign off. So have a gobbletastic afternoon, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Dave. So enjoy the view here for a minute, and take care.